All right, look, understand something, y'all. We live in a spiritual world, a spiritual world. And the biblical text just said, before you can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is the spiritual realm, the astral realm, you must enter not in flesh, but in spirit. So anytime they talk about the spirit in biblical text, they're talking about the spiritual realms. Spirits, they might you might hear about spirits and poltergeists and ghosts, apparitions. When they talk about that stuff is real, but it's on a higher level, and sometimes these entities can make themselves known to people. That's where you get the movie Casper, the movie Casper, when only the little boy can see Casper. You got all these movies, the Poltergeist, where fucking entities enter people and demons enter people. And you got all these real life people who say, I've seen a ghost before, I've seen a spirit before. Yes, all these things are real because these things are on higher dimensional entities that reside in the spiritual realm that can sometimes make themselves known to physical beings. Now they can't operate in the world physically, but they can make themselves known to you. They can allow you to see them and allow another person not to see them. So that's where you get the people like, I seen the ghost. Like, you see that? Hell no, I don't see nothing. Exactly, because he ain't make himself known to you. He only made himself known to him. And some people, if these entities from higher spiritual realms, if they made themselves known to people, you would have people going in, and that's what happened to them people in the insane asylum. These people go all kind of crazy. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? They punch in the air. They stabbing people, talking to people that's not there. That's because these people in the spirit in mental asylum, y'all think these people crazy? These people truly encountered some spiritual shit, and not the good kind. I'm talking about they encountered the most heinous evil spiritual beings that ever resided in the spiritual realm, and that shit shook them to the core of their very being. And these same very spirits, once they do that first encounter with them, they begin to keep messing with them. That's why people in the insane asylum, they didn't go crazy just off one experience. They was shooken up like, oh shit, fuck was that? But the shit kept happening. It kept happening. And that's what drove these people crazy, because it kept happening, kept happening. Even still to this day, them people that's in the insane asylum, they still going crazy, still fighting the air, still cussing out nothing that's not there, still saying get out of my head. Because these beings is still fucking with them. Still fucking with them. So we live in a spiritual world. Now, this physical illusion has been pulled over our eyes. This is the Matrix, Maya. This is the brain. They showed you this in the Matrix. The brain, the human brain is the Matrix. So when you see Neo, he woke up and he unplugged them tubes from his brain. Yes, you are literally plugged into a physical matrix. Now, not by physical plugs like the ones Neo put out his head, but by algorithmic programming. So you are literally simulated into a computerized matrix of a physical world that's an illusion. It's not really real, but your sensory perception perceive it all as real. So when you look at a color, it's not. When you look at a color and you see a color, it's not you. It's not you that's seeing a color. You don't really see a color. It's sensories in your brain that tells you, okay, that's blue, that's red. When you smell something, that smell like good chicken. That smell like good oatmeal. You ain't really smelling oatmeal or chicken. Your brain just has a sensory perception to um make you resonate with what you're smelling. So that way, when you smell chicken, when you smell that chicken, you ain't even got to see chicken. If you just smell it, your brain say, that's chicken. But really, it's all it is sensories in your brain. There is not even a fucking smell. There is not even chicken. Chicken is not real. Any physical matter that you can touch in this physical simulation is not real. It's all in your brain. You ever had experiences where you had mind over matter, where you had these uh, uh um preachers that do this spiritual healing, and they say, "How long have you been in a wheelchair?" He say 5 months, and then he get up, "Come here," and he heal him, and the dude get up and begin to walk. As soon as he get back home, he right in the wheelchair. That's the placebo effect, where they give you what a doctor tell you. Okay, you got headaches, right? You got headaches, right? You got heart problems, right? Okay, you got back pain, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you these pills and they gonna help with your back. Now the whole time they gave you sugar pills. These pills don't do nothing. Any pill you ever take, it don't do nothing. It ain't got none of the medicine in it that's so called they supposed to say that's supposed to help you. It is your own brain. It's called subceptive programming, which is a basic form of mental manipulation, or otherwise known as hypnosis. Same thing you seen in the movie Get Out, when it's called she put him in like a subceptive state, which is the state between the astral plane and the physical plane, and that's also the state you in when you sleep. Like right before you drift all the way to sleep, you in the middle plane, what you call the middle plane, where you not all the way sleep, but you're not all the way woke either. You in between the middle plane. You can That's hypnosis right there. Somebody can come in and say something to you and be like, "Hey, take out that trash," and you'll be like, all right, and then you drift off to sleep, and they'll come back in the early hours and be like, "Hey, I thought I told you to take out the trash." Hell no, you didn't tell me to take out nothing. I did. Matter of fact, you even said, "All right, yeah, I do it." That's because it was subceptive. He was in a subceptive programming state. He didn't even really register what you said to him. He was susceptible to anything. You could have said it could have been a dude came in. It could have been a whole robber came in and said, "Hey, look, put your hands up right now. I'm finna rob you." Dude could have been like, "All right, for real, I'm finna shoot you right now 2 times. If you don't get up and say and at least acknowledge me, I'm gonna shoot you 2 times." All right. He ain't registering nothing the killer saying. He ain't registering nothing. Nigga come in and say, "Hey, you want to get married?" You be like, "Yeah." And all right, bet we gonna get married tomorrow. Tomorrow evening at 2 o'clock p.m. Okay. Soon as 2 o'clock p.m. come, she come out of nowhere. "Hey, you ready to get married? You ready to get married, girl? What you talking about? That's what you said. I asked you last night if you was ready to marry me, and you said yeah, and I said we gonna do it at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and you said okay." Girl, I was in a subceptive state of program. For real, you know what I'm saying? So we live in a spiritual reality, a spiritual realm that they have pulled a illusion over our eyes. We are under light code lockdown, a systematic dome, a matrix full of light and noise. Because when you were born in infinite darkness, an infinite abyss of darkness. There was silence, there was peace. That's what you were born into. So when you first come into this realm, this is why babies cry, because they have literally just came from a state of peace and bliss and total darkness to a place where you got all this light. Like it's just like when you first wake up in the morning and the motherfucker come in and pull the blinds open. You be like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying? Your eyes get to hurting and whatnot because you, hey, you been asleep the whole time in darkness. All your eyes were seeing in the dark. Somebody come in and put fresh light in your face. Your eyes hurt. That's why babies cry when they come into this world, because they literally just came from infinite darkness, infinite nothingness, endless possibilities, infinite bliss and peace, into this place where it's all noisy and shit. You hear all kind of clicks and chirps and electronics and people and dogs and all kind of shit. You see all kind of bright lights